Hello. Once again, 10 secrets or rules to get ahead in a Japanese company. Rule number 6. Before that, up to this point, I have covered the basics. The 5 tips I've introduced so far can be done by almost anybody. You don't need any abilities or skills. Anyone can do them if they want to. However, the latter 5 tips from 6 to 10 I'm going to talk about is a little bit difficult. So you need a little bit of effort. Okay. So number 6 is reading the air. In Japanese, kuuki o yomu. And some people criticize that Japanese people read the air too much. However, reading the air is synonymous with respecting Japanese unwritten manners. It is not good to read the air too much and hide your own characteristics, your skills and knowledge. But at the same time, disregarding manners at work is not good. For example, if you put your own mood first and speak in a high tension tone, or get angry in front of everyone, or if you try to push your own opinions too much, it is considered a breach of etiquette in the Japanese workspace and not welcomed. And you will be labeled as being unable to read the atmosphere or the air, and it is called in Japanese kuuki o yomenai. Kuuki ga yomenai. So manners may be difficult for non-Japanese people to understand, so start by imitating your Japanese colleagues. This is based on the premise that your Japanese colleague is a person who can read the air. So there are some Japanese people who cannot read the air. In this case, you shouldn't learn from them, of course. Also, Japanese people have distinction between honne. Honne is a true intention, and tatemae. Tatemae is false intention. For example, a colleague may say, kento shimasu, kento shimasu, meaning I'll consider it. But in reality, the answer is no. Kento shimasu is no. Or a colleague may confide in you that his boss has been power harassing him, but when you tell the HR department about it, the colleague complains to you because he didn't mean that. He didn't want you to tell the HR about it. So in other words, it is common for Japanese people to say things like that in words, but not actually think that way. So to read the atmosphere or air is to grasp the true meaning of what is being said, not only by the expression of words, but also by looking at the atmosphere of the situation or the expression of the speaker's face. There's the word baka shojiki. Baka means idiot, and shojiki is honesty. And baka shojiki is a complete opposite person who can read the air. But as a foreigner, you must have knowledge that ordinary Japanese people do not have. So if you only read the air, you will not be able to show your own skills or characteristics. So you should sometimes proactively appeal for yourself when that is allowed or deemed useful for your work. Okay?